Did you know that one single bowl of white rice can spike your blood sugar as much as drinking a can of soda? It's shocking but true, especially for people living with diabetes. If you're diabetic like most folks, rice isn't just food, it's comfort. It's family dinners, warm memories, and culture. But every time you eat it, that same fear comes back. Will my sugar shoot up again? You've probably tried cutting rice from your diet already. Maybe you even feel guilty after eating it. It's frustrating and feels unfair. But what if I told you there's a way to enjoy rice without the blood sugar roller coaster? Does this topic interest you? If yes, then comment the word rice in the comments right now. Just comment on the word rice. When I see your comment, I'll give it a little heart. Let's make a chain of positive messages. Write at least 3 messages wishing health for others. With this simple action, you'll help this video reach more people and help those who need it. And if you want to keep getting our content, hit that like button and subscribe. It takes less than a second and really helps us continue making content here on the channel. Now that you've commented, liked, and subscribed, let's keep going. Not all rice is the same, and some types can actually help stabilize your glucose when eaten the right way. In this video, we're going to discover the 5 best science-backed tricks for preparing rice, including one that might even help lower your sugar instead of raising it. You'll also learn smart tips about how to cook and combine rice so you can finally enjoy this food without fear. That's why it's important you watch this video all the way through. I promise you'll learn new and useful things. But before revealing the 5 tricks, I need to show you which bad habits might be sabotaging your blood sugar control. First bad habit: eating white rice without soaking. Most people rinse their rice quickly and throw it straight into the pot. But here's what they don't know. This simple habit might be making rice harder to digest and less helpful for your body. When rice isn't soaked, it keeps high levels of phytic acid, a natural compound found in the outer layer. While phytic acid isn't dangerous, it acts like a blocker. It binds to essential minerals like calcium, iron, magnesium, and zinc, making it harder for your body to absorb them. This is especially challenging for older adults whose digestion and nutrient absorption naturally slow down with age. The result is rice that causes more bloating, spikes blood sugar more, and puts extra stress on your digestive system. Second bad habit: cooking rice without vinegar. It sounds weird, but many people miss the chance to drastically reduce rice's blood sugar impact just by not adding 1 tablespoon of vinegar to the cooking water. Without this simple addition, rice keeps its high glycemic index, causing dangerous blood sugar spikes that leave you tired, bloated, or dizzy after meals. Third bad habit: not mixing oats with rice. Most people think of oats only as breakfast, but few know how powerful oats become when combined with rice. Without this smart combination, you miss the chance to create a natural shield against blood sugar spikes. Oats are rich in beta-glucan, a special type of soluble fiber that works like a natural sponge, soaking up bad cholesterol in your digestive system. Fourth bad habit: not using turmeric in rice. Many people have turmeric sitting in their kitchen cabinet, but have no idea how much healing power this golden spice contains. Without using turmeric in rice, you're missing out on a natural insulin helper. Turmeric contains curcumin, its active compound, which is a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent. Most importantly for you and me, it helps improve insulin sensitivity. Fifth bad habit: always eating rice hot. This is probably the habit that surprises people most. Always eating rice fresh and hot, straight from the pot, might be completely sabotaging your efforts to control blood sugar. When you don't let rice cool for at least 30 to 60 minutes, you miss the opportunity to transform it into a completely different and much more diabetes-friendly food. Now that you know which habits are sabotaging your blood sugar, it's time to discover the 5 tricks that will transform your relationship with rice. First trick: soaking the rice. Leaving rice to soak for 30 to 60 minutes in warm water helps break down phytic acid. This activates enzymes that soften the grains and release internal nutrients. The result is rice that's gentler on your gut, better for your blood sugar, and much easier to digest. Some people get bloated after lunch, even eating small amounts, even without adding extra sugar. All these people do is heat up rice in the microwave most days. These people have never soaked rice in their lives. Our suggestion is to soak it before cooking. Within a few weeks, bloating can reduce significantly. Even your energy after meals might improve. All from this one small change. Second trick: adding vinegar to rice. Yes, I'm talking about vinegar. Just 1 tablespoon straight into the rice water before cooking. It seems too simple to matter, but believe me, the science behind this is powerful. Vinegar contains something called acetic acid. This natural compound slows down the speed at which your stomach breaks down and absorbs carbohydrates. When carbs break down more slowly, your blood sugar rises more gradually, giving your body more time to process it. Studies show that daily vinegar supplementation in amounts of 10 to 30 milliliters can improve blood sugar response to high-carb meals, with about 20% reduction in blood sugar after eating. Third trick: the golden oat ratio. When you mix oats with rice, your body absorbs rice starch more slowly, helping you avoid those sharp blood sugar spikes that leave you feeling tired, dizzy, or hungry again too soon. Research shows that when rice is mixed with just 5 to 7% oats, the blood sugar response after meals drops by up to 43%. Use your regular rice measure. Let's say 1 cup of rice, about 5 1/4 ounces. Add 1 to 1½ teaspoons of rolled oats or steel-cut oats, not instant, before cooking. This is the golden ratio, approximately 5 to 7% oats to rice. Fourth trick: the power of turmeric. According to 10-year studies from the National Institutes of Health, people who consumed turmeric regularly saw a 23% improvement in insulin resistance. That's almost as effective as some diabetes medications, without side effects. After your rice is cooked and still warm, sprinkle 1 to 2 small pinches of pure turmeric powder and mix. Start with less if you're not used to the taste. Make sure to use pure turmeric powder, not curry powder, which often has salt, preservatives, and other spices added that might not help your condition. Fifth trick: cooling and reheating. Yes, something as simple as letting your rice cool after cooking, just for a little while, can transform it into a completely different type of food. When you cool freshly cooked rice for about 30 minutes to an hour, something special happens to its structure. The starches start to change. Regular starch transforms into what's called resistant starch. Studies from Oxford University found that simply cooling and reheating rice can increase resistant starch levels by up to 40%. Resistant starch isn't digested in your stomach or small intestine like normal carbs. Instead, it travels to your large intestine, where it feeds the good bacteria in your gut. Based on recent scientific research, applying these 5 tricks can result in up to 18% reduction in rice's blood sugar impact, plus significantly improved digestion and nutrient absorption. Benefits include stabilizing after-meal glucose levels, reducing dangerous insulin spikes, improving gut health through increased resistant starch, better absorption of essential minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc, reducing body-wide inflammation, improving insulin sensitivity, natural appetite control, and longer-lasting fullness. If you know someone living with diabetes, whether type 1 or type 2, send them this video. Share it on iMessage, social media, family, or friend groups. The more people who get this information, the more people can benefit. And if you're diabetic, pay close attention to what I'm going to say. To implement these tricks in your daily routine, follow this practical sequence. For initial prep, wash rice 2 to 3 times until water runs clear. Soak in warm water for 30 to 60 minutes. During cooking, add 1 tablespoon of natural apple cider vinegar to the water with rice. Mix 1 teaspoon of rolled oats for each cup of rice before cooking. After cooking, turn off heat and let cool for 30 to 60 minutes with the lid open. Add a pinch of pure turmeric while still warm and mix well. To reheat, use low heat on the stove or low power in the microwave to preserve resistant starch. Implementation should be gradual. In the first week, focus only on soaking rice and adding vinegar. In the second week, include oats and turmeric. In the third week, implement the cooling technique. This progression lets your digestive system gradually adapt to the changes. Looking for a natural, safe, and side effect-free way to control your blood sugar? The best-selling supplement among diabetics in the United States, FDA-approved and trusted by thousands of real customers, is now available. It's 100% natural, has no side effects, and is officially approved by the FDA. It's the #1 choice for those seeking stable blood sugar levels without relying on heavy medications. This supplement ships to several countries, including the United States, Canada, Australia, and many others. Just choose your country at checkout. Click the link pinned in the first comment to add the supplement that's changing the lives of people living with diabetes. Don't wait. Your health deserves this turning point. Rice #6. Whole grain arborio rice. The problem with most white rice is that it's been stripped of its fiber, minerals, and protective outer layers. What's left is mainly starch, which burns fast, has a high glycemic index, and guarantees to shoot your blood sugar up like a rocket. But when you keep the whole grain, you slow everything down. You get more fiber, more nutrients, and much less impact on your glucose. Whole grain arborio rice keeps its natural bran and germ intact. This means more nutrition, more fiber, and slower digestion, crucial for keeping blood sugar stable. This rice is rich in B vitamins like thiamine and niacin that support brain function and energy metabolism. It's also rich in magnesium and phosphorus, which help strengthen bones and regulate nerve signals. But remember, always eat in moderation. Rice #5. Red rice. At first glance, red rice stands out because of its rich reddish-brown color. But that color isn't just for looks. It's a sign of power. That natural pigment comes from anthocyanins, the same antioxidants found in blueberries and red cabbage. These compounds are known for fighting inflammation, protecting your cells from damage, and improving heart health. For people with diabetes, red rice offers something even more important: blood sugar stability. Thanks to its high fiber content, red rice takes longer to break down in your system. This means a slower, steadier blood sugar rise, without the sharp spikes and crashes that leave you feeling exhausted, dizzy, or anxious. Rice #4. Black rice. Let's talk about black rice, also known as forbidden rice. At first glance, its deep purple-black color makes it look more like a superfood than a grain. And that's not far from the truth. Thanks to its high fiber and protein content, black rice breaks down more slowly in your system, helping you avoid dangerous sugar spikes and crashes. Black rice contains more antioxidants than blueberries. Yes, really. The dark color comes from anthocyanins, plant compounds that fight inflammation, protect your cells, and boost your immune system. For someone living with diabetes, this matters deeply because high blood sugar isn't just about numbers. It damages cells, weakens immunity, and leads to long-term complications. Rice #3. Brown basmati rice. Most people associate rice with high blood sugar, and honestly, that worry is valid. Most white rice varieties really do spike your glucose quickly, but basmati rice, especially the brown version, is different. Why? Because it has a low to moderate glycemic index. This means your body digests it more slowly. Brown basmati rice is higher in fiber, which naturally slows carb digestion. It also helps you feel satisfied longer, which means less snacking, fewer cravings, and more control over your eating. Basmati rice is known for its long, slender grains and distinctive aroma. Rice number 2, wild rice. Let's take a deeper dive into a grain that technically isn't rice, but might be one of the most powerful foods a diabetic can eat. Let's talk about wild rice. Despite the name, wild rice is actually the seed of an aquatic grass that grows in shallow lakes and streams mainly in North America. Most people with diabetes are told to avoid carbs, and often that means saying goodbye to comforting, starchy dishes. But wild rice breaks the rules in the best possible way. It's not just low in calories, it's high in protein, high in fiber, and low on the glycemic index. This triple combination makes it a blood sugar-friendly superstar. Rice number 1, brown jasmine rice. We've finally reached the top of our list. Rice number 1, the most elegant, comforting, and surprisingly powerful grain for blood sugar control. Brown jasmine rice. If you've ever walked past freshly steamed jasmine rice, you know that smell. It's light, floral, almost calming. What makes brown jasmine rice so special, especially for people dealing with diabetes, is what it keeps. Unlike white jasmine rice, which had its outer layers removed, the brown version keeps the bran and germ, the parts of the grain that are rich in fiber, antioxidants, and minerals. This fiber does more than help digestion. It slows carbohydrate absorption, giving your body more time to process glucose. This means fewer spikes, less insulin stress, and a steadier energy flow. Brown jasmine rice also contains a key mineral called manganese, which plays a big role in blood sugar regulation, bone strength, and even brain health. Managing diabetes doesn't mean giving up foods you love. It means learning how to make better, smarter choices. And now you have 6 powerful rice types that can help you do exactly that. Each one we covered today, whether wild, red, black, basmati, arborio, or brown jasmine, is more than just a grain. It's a way to enjoy your meals again without fear. Bring flavor back to your table, and remember that food can still be healing, satisfying, and full of joy, even with diabetes. Our recommendation is that you eat in moderation and also test your glucose before and after eating each rice type to see which one your body responds to best. You who watched this far, congratulations. You really are someone who wants to take care of your health. For me to know you watched to the end, comment like this: I made it to the end. When I see your comment, I'll know you watched to the end, and I'll give your comment a little heart. But wait, there's still a question that was left hanging at the beginning. What's really the secret to transforming regular rice into a powerful ally against diabetes? The answer is in the smart combination of all these tricks you learned today. When you soak rice, add vinegar, mix with oats, season with turmeric, and use the cooling technique, you're not just cooking rice. You're creating a medicinal food that works for your health, not against it. Remember to always combine it with proteins. Now there's a video appearing on your screen that I made especially for you about more tips for managing diabetes naturally. Click on it and go watch. Do it now.